Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Vionia Endah Kusuma Putri, and my student number is 21130420053. In this video, I would like to tell you about the biography of Henry James and the works he created. Henry James was an American-British author. He was born in New York City on April 15, 1843. He is regarded as a key transitional figure between literary realism and literary modernism, and is considered by many to be among the greatest novelists in the English language. He was son of Henry James, Sr., and the brother of philosopher and psychologist William James and diarist Alice James. The James family was educated by governors and tutors in private and public schools in America and Europe. As a boy, Henry was fascinated by European spectacle, especially by the clear distinction between social class and the relaxed displays of aristocratic civilization. And the most valuable part of his education came from fiction writers. Henry James began his career in his early 20s, writing for the major American magazine of his time. When he was 26 years old, he crossed the Atlantic to live for 15 months in England, Switzerland, and Italy. Henry James can stand alone among 19th century American writers. This is due to his lifelong productivity, his knowledge of English and French literature, and his attention to style and technique. He was also the first to produce a critically acclaimed collection of critical analysis fiction, his own as well as that of others. One of Henry James' best works, including Daisy Miller and the Beast in the Jungle, contains thorough insight into human psychology, including a sharp interrogation of his own aloofness. In 1875, at the age of 32, James permanently moved to the Old World, and in the following years, he wrote a number of very realistic novels that contrast American and European social orders. For example, Roderick Hudson, 1875, The American, 1877, and Portrait of a Woman, 1881. James' realistic period lasts from about 1875 and 1889. During this time, James, who was a prolific and innovative writer of essay on the novel itself, wrote one of his finest essays, The Art of Fiction, 1884. In this work, he treats the novel as an art form worthy of serious discussion and criticism. James wrote a few novels set in the United States. First, Washington Square, 1880, tells of a solid young woman's victimization by a tyrannical father and an opportunistic lover. Like James' best work of this period, this short novel combines social realism with psychological exploration of a set of oppressive relationships. The second, Bostonian, 1886. An ambitious novel with a substantial set of characters represent what James saw as the conflicting commercial and idealistic strength of American society. In the 1890s, James unsuccessfully tried to write a popular money-making play for the British stage because demand for his fiction declined. During the last years of the century, he produced a series of difficult fiction, unlike any that had been written before him. The Spoils of Poynton, 1897. What Maisie Knew, 1897. The Turn of the Screw, 1898. And The Awkward Age, 1899. The protagonists of those works are women, often immature, and their lives contain deep hardship and frustration, as well as elements of blatant sexual innuendo. From many novels of Henry James' work, the most popular novel is Portrait of a Lady, which was adapted to the big screen in 1996. This novel tells the story of Isabel Archer, a young American woman who is intelligent and independent, inherits a fortune from her uncle. Isabel desires to be free to determine her own destiny, makes her reject men who propose to her. Instead, she fell in love with and married Gilbert Osmond, an American expatriate who had lived in Europe for a long time. It turns out that behind the charm of Gilbert lies a hidden, cunning nature. This man did not hesitate to take advantage of and oppress others for his own interests. When Isabel finally realized Gilbert's ugliness, she must choose between leaving her marriage or staying and being responsible for the decision she has made. For those who like classic work with a strong female protagonist, The Portrait of a Lady can be the right reference. There are many things and feelings experienced by Isabel that seem so close or that we have experienced ourselves as women. I think that was the biography and works of Henry James that I can share in this video. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.